A few people asked me for more information about the zip tie trick that I used in my last video. So this video I'm going to be going over what exactly it does and how it helps me choose which spring rates to run. To me, paying attention to shock travel is very important if you want your car's suspension to work properly and allow the shocks to do their job. This zip tie is actually how I monitor shock travel each lap. In order for your shocks to do their job, they need to have a fair amount of compression travel, which is the shock being compressed, and a fair amount of droop travel, which is your car is static, and then when you jack the vehicle up, the shocks expand. If you're drifting and your shocks are constantly being bottomed out to max compression, when you hit another bump, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to compress any more than it already is. So the car is going to bounce, or you could spin out. It's just going to feel very, very unstable. So it's important to make sure you have the available compression to be able to go up more. After each run, basically just check where the zip tie is at on each side and then slide it back down to reset it. So if I'm running a 5K rear spring and I have the dampening set to full hard, and every time I do a lap I check my zip tie and it's way up here, that means that my spring rate's too soft. I'm bottoming it out basically. So I would need to move up to a 6K rear spring and start over by going full soft. Same goes for the opposite. If I have my dampening set to full soft and I'm noticing every time that it's only moving a little bit, then maybe my spring rate's too hard, so I would need to go to a softer rear spring rate. One thing that I've noticed is throughout an event, when I started getting more comfy driving the course and using more throttle, the shocks will be working harder. There will be more shock travel and compression. So make sure that before you start making any crazy spring changes or major shock adjustments, that you're able to link the course comfortably. Well, that's it. Hopefully this cleared some stuff up about my thoughts on drifting and shock travel and how to measure shock travel and find your correct spring rate.